It has become the largest fundraising event here at the University of Minnesota. I'm talking about the Relay for Life at the University of Minnesota. Hello everyone, I'm Mike Peden, Documentations Chair for the Relay for Life Committee. In the last 4 years, the Relay for Life has raised nearly $250,000 used towards cancer research, awareness, and prevention efforts here at the university, with over $105,000 alone last year. Also, we had 990 participants in the 2006 relay. This year, we have destroyed that record as nearly 1,500 people will be walking around the track tonight at the university when the Relay for Life begins. Our goal this year is to raise over $115,000 for cancer efforts, and in the next half hour, we'll show you just how it's done.
I'm very happy to be here with you as we kick off the great relay season with the American Cancer Society. This is going to be an amazing night, an experience you won't soon forget.
So you see a bunch of people here. Many of them are your friends. There's plenty of food and beverages, and it looks like everybody's having a good time. And then it hits you. Why are so many people spending their Friday night walking around in circles?
That's goes for a great cause.
Expect just the community coming together, you know, lots of people.
It's fun, you get to be with your friends, you get to hang out. You don't have to walk the whole time.
Just a
lot of fun,
dude.
it's a lot of fun.
A night of fun, games, music, photo booth, definitely.
It's for a good cause.
We're fighting, man, we're fighting. You can come and expect to have an experience unlike any other you've ever experienced. It's vastly different. It's not something we can really put words into.
It's absolutely fabulous to see all the support and people coming together, and not just as students. You see grandmas and grandpas and families and kids.
Even just a night of fun events, like everyone's like, oh, you're giving up your Friday night, when really you have just as much fun here as you do anywhere else.
I would just say expect a lot of fun. It's only been, what, a couple hours, and I'm already having a blast.
Well, I've met 3 new friends already tonight, so it's going to be a good time. And I have met Goldie. Goldie is my new friend.
I'd say to expect a good time, to expect lots of fun and togetherness and unity, because cancer is something that everyone can unite behind.
And with tonight's fundraising goal of $115,000, which looking around I'm sure we're going to get to, that will put us at nearly $350,000 life-saving dollars.
Many teens came up with their own ways to raise money before the first lap even started. He just hands out the cash.
We actually did a few fundraisers. Our first one was that we had a root beer float night, and we sold root beer floats for $1 each, and we made $180.
Well, we raised $800 over the internet, and we did the Facebook thing.
We're actually selling t-shirts, tie-dye t-shirts that we made last Sunday, and we're wearing them right now. We sell them for $8, trying to raise some money.
Pretty much calling on the family and friends to support.
We've been having bake sales a lot in our classes, bringing food, selling it, and just doing whatever we can.
Yes, we're in an EMT class together at HCMC, so we brought like muffins and stuff to them every day, and we raised like $100 from them. Pretty much I just asked a lot of my family and friends, since I know so many people have been touched by cancer. Everyone was pretty enthusiastic about donating.
That's the same for me. My family and friends, they all know somebody who has cancer.
It was mostly just an individual effort in our team, emailing and all sorts of stuff like that. I raised about $100.
And how much did you raise, sir? One, two, lots. It's a barrage.
Another one we did was just something simple. We had textbooks laying around our office where I work, and no one had claimed them, so I brought the textbooks into the bookstore to be sold, and I got $70 for that.
I think it helped a lot. Like, we didn't know each other very well at the beginning, and then we just started doing this, and we're friends now.
Like just kind of a sense of teamwork. Like if everyone does it, you know, like it becomes close, everyone becomes personal friends.
Well, I think the fact that a lot of us are in hall council together and we all live in the same community, it makes it a lot easier for us to like see each other on a regular basis and also to like develop that team aura. And it's been a really fun experience so far for the last, I don't know, hour and a half that we've been here chilling. Well, we got together last week, had a good time, enjoyed the weather, made the t-shirts, and raised money.
Nearly $250,000 in the first 3 relays. How does that feel knowing that that much money has gone to cancer awareness and prevention efforts and research as well?
It's a moving thing knowing that the reasons that we're here being a community event for Relay, we're getting the Hope Lodge on campus because they see that people want to get involved in it, that there is a relay here on campus and we are a relay community. So it's really awesome just being able to get the recognition for our campus and for the people who are participating.
It's just very inspirational. It's really a good like effort put together by all the students here, and it's really just hopeful, especially in the light of like all the things like the Virginia Tech incident and how they're still doing their relay. It's just an overall like positive event.
It's awesome.
Yeah, it's really a phenomenal feeling.
It makes you feel good inside?
Well, it just feels good raising money for something that's going towards research, and it feels good to give back to the community.
I'm really excited that we've been able to progress cancer research so far and that people's lives have been made so much better because of the fundraising that has happened here.
Well, it felt really good. I work in cancer. I'm a nurse at the University of Minnesota, so I work with cancer every day. So anytime I can do anything to help cancer survivors, I really would like to.
You know, like, it feels really great because it's such an amazing feeling to know that you're just one college student. You can make so much of a difference in the lives of so many people that you don't even know. So
I think it's great. I just hope it's enough that other kids don't have to go through it.
Chances are cancer has touched you or one of your family or someone you know, a friend, a neighbor. We all know someone. The statistics are staggering. 1 in every 8 people will be diagnosed with some form of cancer.
This year, 2007, there will be nearly 1.5 million new cases of cancer in the United States and over 500,000 deaths. In Minnesota alone, there will be 25,000 new cases this year.
If you look around, I can surely say any one of you knows someone that's been touched by cancer.
Pretty much everyone on our team, just like anyone else, knows someone that has been touched by cancer.
me and my family and friends, they all know somebody who has cancer. My mom lost her mom.
My aunt was diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma in the early 80s, and ever since then she has actually been diagnosed with 5 kinds of cancer. She passed away my sophomore year, which is the year that the relay started here at the U.
Our team captain, her mom died of cancer.
I lost my dad to cancer, and she lost her uncle because we're cousins.
Yeah.
My grandfather passed away about 10 years ago from cancer, and my great aunt just got over breast cancer a couple of years ago.
I had a cousin that just recently died this past year from cancer.
My grandmother has breast cancer.
Jenna Langer, one of the co-chairs, is actually one of my good friends, and she's organized this, and I just know my grandma had cancer, and a lot of my friends have had cancer.
I mentor Liz. We both have the same type of cancer. And I met Liz through volunteering at the hospital. We had osteosarcoma. It's a childhood bone cancer. It's basically a tumor that forms bone. So we had it in different places. Liz had hers in her leg. Yeah.
Wow.
And I had mine in my face. So it's still there. I did chemotherapy and radiation. And Liz?
I only did chemo.
And surgery.
Oh, yeah.
And surgery.
I know someone's been touched by cancer. Last November, I took a PSA test. That's a prostate-specific antigen test, which was up. And I was diagnosed with prostate cancer, and I had surgery in February.
Certainly, I have been the grateful recipient of American Cancer Society support in the past, not at the present. However, all of our research at the university pays dividends in many, sometimes somewhat unexpected ways. About 2 weeks into her first semester here in September, she trekked from Territorial to Boynton with a cough that wouldn't go away, hoarseness that made her sound worse than I do, and pain in her chest. A course of antibiotics from the doctors at Boynton made no difference, so they quickly moved on and did a CT scan on her. The CT scan showed a tumor the size of a fist in the middle of her chest. A biopsy was done, and it confirmed our suspicions. Becky had cancer, an aggressive non-Hodgkin lymphoma. Despite years of trying to improve the outcome for Becky's type of lymphoma, we were stuck with a treatment originally devised in the 1970s. However, several years ago, an engineered antibody that attaches to a protein on the cell's surface and kills the cancer cells had become available for treating other types of lymphoma. We designed a nationwide study of over 600 patients to test the hypothesis. The study, which concluded about 2 years before Becky was diagnosed, confirmed that this new treatment increased the likelihood of cure. Fortunately, Becky attained a remission. Last summer, she underwent additional corrective surgery on her lungs, and this past winter, now as a third-year freshman, think of the tuition, was able to play club hockey at the university. This April, she is 2 years cancer-free. Witnessing that experience as a father and not as a doctor opened a new dimension to me. I'm immensely proud of my daughter. Because of her courage, strength, and determination, Becky has joined the other 11 million cancer survivors in the United States. I don't yet know if she is cured, but she is alive because of cancer research.
Years ago, I was hired here at the University of Minnesota to be the women's hockey coach. And one of the people that was also here at that time, she had been here for many years, was Bonnie O'Lean. Bonnie O'Lean was our equipment manager. She was on that original staff, and she still is on our staff. Well, in 2005, she was diagnosed with colon cancer. And that was a huge blow to me, to my staff, to our players, and it was really tough news. And since that time, Bonnie has gone through many different treatments. This past fall, she had a surgery, and the future is unknown for Bonnie, but I will tell you, she has a great attitude, and she has taught myself and my team so much about dealing with adversity. In the Star Tribune, you might have seen the article where our team went down to Mariucci Arena and spelled out, "We miss you." Actually, it was just "miss you," and we used the M on the ice, one to the other side, so it looked like a W, and we stuck an E on there through the miracle of computers. And we got that picture blown up, autographed by our team, framed, and we took it to Bonnie in the hospital. And that meant a lot to her.
We made a photo collage of all of our pictures here last year. We gave it to Bonnie, and I can't even describe how excited she was to see this. She wanted to bring it home, but she wanted to leave it in her office, and she wanted to carry it around and show everyone. So she was going to take pictures of it and show people the pictures of the pictures. And it just, to see her light up from what we gave her, it just, you can't even put a feeling on what it was.
The Luminaria ceremony is one of the most moving events in the Relay for Life. Bags are placed around the track to honor those who have lost the fight to cancer, those who are fighting against cancer, and those who have won the fight against cancer. Candles are then lit inside the bags, and what you see is a circle of light around the track, reminding everyone that the fight is far from over.
If you have lost a spouse to cancer, or your spouse is a survivor.
If you have lost a child to cancer, or your child is battling cancer.
If you have lost a grandchild to cancer, or your grandchild is battling cancer.
If you have a close relative who is a survivor, or a close relative is battling cancer.
If you have lost a parent to cancer, or your parent is battling cancer.
If you have lost a grandparent to cancer, or your grandparent is battling cancer.
If you have lost another family member to cancer, or another family member is battling cancer.
If you have lost a friend to cancer, or your friend is battling cancer. every child, every parent, every grandparent, and every friend. And here tonight, we are doing something about it.
We are turning our sorrows into celebration and converting our loss into action. We have put faces and voices on this disease. We know we have made a difference, and we will continue to do so.
Well, one of the big changes is that the relay has grown immensely since the first year. It's great to see the huge turnout that comes up every year. And I guess also just people's enthusiasm. It seems to grow every year, and people come with amazing stories year in and year out.
The amount of energy that people are putting into it, and you walk around campus, people know what the relay is. People know that they're participating in it.
It's pretty heavily advertised around the university. I sent out an email to 15 people that I knew might be interested, and within a day, all 15 spots were filled.
I'm actually kind of the one who brought Sane into it. This is a really personal event for me.
When Sane organized this, I was really excited about participating.
There's a more diverse crowd here. There's different ages here.
My nephew goes to school here, and he asked us to participate, so I'm down here with my family and my sisters.
I've never actually been to the U of M, but my grandpa, who lives in McGuanago, Wisconsin, I have a team there, and I think this is way bigger than the one we had.
Knowing that it's the word is getting out there, and it's gonna only get bigger.
Relayers, we want you to know that what you're doing here today is making a difference in more lives than you will ever even know.
Over the past 60 years, the American Cancer Society has funded 40, this is unbelievable, 40 Nobel Prize winners. Through the funding of cancer research, the Society has funded advancements like the Pap smear, pioneered the bone marrow transplant, linked asbestos to lung cancer, and discovered, let's get this right, tamoxifen, a drug that helps prevent recurrence of breast cancer.
Emerging science, like the decoding of the human genome, which the Society helps support, will result in even more targeted therapies and better prevention and early detection methods. We're closing in on cancer as a major health problem, and the dedicated efforts of relay communities like the University of Minnesota will play a crucial role in funding tomorrow's advances.
And I said I have to be involved in this, if not for my aunt, but for the friends that I've made here, like Jenna, who's a cancer survivor, all of our speakers. I need to do it for the people who have been diagnosed and for the people who might be diagnosed someday.
We all have that person that we know, or those 3 people that we know that we would like to walk for.
I wish that it could be my grandma who was walking the Survivor Lab, and so it's touching to think that there are those people who are able to survive.
Let's hear it for our cancer survivors. While we all have our own reasons, I know that you're all here to celebrate hope. This hope cannot be taken away from cancer, and it is the hope that we will one day find a cure.
So I really feel for this event, and I thank you all from the bottom of my heart for being here.
As the day goes by, I forget to cry. I've seen it in your eyes. You've made me realize if night skies finish last, you never surrendered. Now you're in our past. You'll always be remembered. I want you to know I'll always love you so. But now it's time to go to your heaven filled with gold. Passion never dies in such smiling eyes. Music fills your life. Time makes you realize if night skies finish last, I'll never surrender. Now you're in our past, you'll always be remembered. You will never know the beauty in your soul, 'cause now it's time to go to your heaven filled with gold. It gets easier, but I still cry. And as the music plays, I close my eyes and I see your face. 'Cause as the day goes by, I forget to cry. I've seen it in your eyes. You've made me realize, though night skies finish last, I'll never surrender. You are in my past, but you'll always be remembered. And I want you to know I'll always love you so. But now it's time to go to your heaven filled with gold.
As you saw tonight, a lot of people have been impacted by cancer, not just personally, but a shockwave effect has also been seen on relatives and friends. Not just in the negative aspects, but in the positive aspects as well. As you look behind me, there are 1,500 people strong, all fighting for the same goal, to eliminate cancer forever. 4 years have passed, and the total donations have already reached 6 figures. The good news, it can only go uphill from here. I'm Mike Beaton, and thank you for joining us.